Hey everyone, it's your favorite One guy here coming at you with another deck tech. This one is GD-03 Blue White Zeta. So stipulations for this deck build is we refuse to use any starter deck cards unless they are the most recent starter deck cards. So we're talking about Iron Bloom, we're talking about the Celestial Being, and we're also talking about the Matthew one. I forgot what that one was called, but yeah, so we're using those cards. So just letting you know, that's how that deck's gonna be running. This is blue white, and so let's get started with that deck tech, shall we? So we are running 4 Nemos. Nemo, good starter card. It is a 2/1, 2/2, so we obviously need that. Next, we are running 4 Rick Doms. So Rick Dom is our balance blocker. It is a 3/2, 3/3. So far, we haven't been hit with too much of the things that burn for 3, but that meta is shifting to go that way. So we might replace the Rick DSs for something else. I don't know yet. But we also are running 2 G Defenders. Again, this is a 3/2, 3/2. The important thing is the fact that it's got the AEUG trait, and it does have the effect that when a unit uses their effect to rest the base, you can use this instead. I've never used it in the games that I've played, but I do like it for the early linkage. Next, we're running 2 4/3 Gundam Mark II AEUG. This one is on deploy if there's a friendly white base. We can pair it with a AEUG pilot from my hand, so it's great. You don't need to use the link. I don't remember if I ever used it, but it is a good 3/4 body, so it helps out to live wing as well as other burn spells. Next, we are running 4 Rick DS Reds. This one is a 4/3 4/3. It has link AEUG trait, and then on the attack you can rest a friendly base, so it doesn't have to be a white base, it can be any base. And if you do, target enemy unit that is level 4 or lower gains -2 AP that turn. So that is very helpful. Next, we are running 2 Super Gundams. I might bump this up to 3, only because I do like that it's a 5/4/4/4 with an AEUG trait. So pretty much it becomes a 5/6 when paired with Camille, Quattro, and it becomes a 5/5 when paired with Emma. And then during Link, and when it attacks, you can choose one enemy unit that's with no paired pilot, and then you get to -2 AP it for the turn. So the cool thing about it is the whole turn, so it is a slightly better discount Kira, and it comes in at the same time as Kira, so that's pretty good. Next, we are running 3 Hayashiki, so we do need blockers, so we're running 7 blockers in total. Hayashiki is a 5/3 blocker with repair 1 if there's a white base present. I do forget that effect does exist, so always be remembered. It does link with Quattro, so you need to so that's great as well. So that gives Quattro at least I believe, if my math is correct, 10 links or 10 12 13 links if I'm not mistaken. Next, we are running 3 of the Zeta Gundam. It is a 6/5 5/4 links to Quattro, or not Quattro, links to Camille, which is the best female pilot that we got. And during link, activate during main once per turn. You can choose a friendly base rested, and if you do, you can set this back up to active, but you cannot attack your opponent's bases or shields that turn once you do that. So again, it is our double hitter. It is pretty much our boss monster, but we have a new boss monster in the form of the Gundam Z Gundam Biosensor. I'm actually digging this card a lot. When it does come down, you can pick 1 enemy unit, and for each AEUG unit, which is why we have a lot of AEUGs in the deck, you get to -1 AP from that during this turn. It does link with Camille, and it is a 5/5, so that's kind of what helps out. It does, live a lot of things, but unfortunately unpaired against Amuro, it's still rested, but at least you're smacking it for you can pretty much kill Amuro as well. Next, we're running 3 Siege Ploy. So this is from the starter deck, the newest starter deck. That's why we are running it. We also it's good for the rest. It is 3, and then burst, you get to activate the main, and the main is you choose one enemy unit that is 5 or less AP and you rest it. This is pretty much going to be our equivalent to Amuro without actually running Amuro. Next, we are running 3 Overflowing Affections. I might bump this up to 1, depending on some math, only because one of the key weaknesses of this deck is that it is reliant on the links to be able to go through for a more aggressive approach. And there are games where I'm like, dang, if I only had the link, I would definitely have won. And not having the link really does hurt. And then having the Overflowing, which is draw 2, discard 1, also helps out with throwing away an AEUG, maybe something that you don't need at that time, so that way you can put a thing in for Biosensor. Next, we're running 2 Show Resolves. I can also bump Show Resolves to 3 as well, depending on, you know, what I want. But yeah, it's pretty much our Pot of Greed. It is draw 2 for 3. Next, for pilots, we are running 2 Emma. Again, I do want to bump this up to maybe 3 Emmas, because the deck does need pilots, so we might need to do some more math configurations. But she is a 3/1/1/1, and then during Link, when she gets destroyed, if a friendly white base is in play, you choose one enemy unit whose level is equal to or lower than this unit, return it to its owner's hand. So I'm, again, never really used her effect. I only used her for the quick links, because she provides a 1/1, and that's very helpful. Next, we are running 3 Quattro. He is a 4/1/1/2, and then this is when linked. If there is an AU, if it's an AU unit, you draw a card, then you discard a card. So it also helps with the looting. So he's kind of like another, kind of like a weaker Overflowing Affection. So we do run that. Next, we are running 4 Camille Bidon. We can't run a Zeta deck without Camille. It's just such a great pilot. It is a 5/1. And then while there's a friendly white base in play, this unit gets 2 AP. So it becomes a 3. It goes 3/2 to anything, which is amazing in my opinion. There's hardly any pilots that do at least 3 without any really big requirements. And the only requirement is the fact that you just need a white base. And hey, guess what color we're in? Yeah, that's right, we're in white. Speaking of our white bases, we are running 3 Radish. And then so surprisingly, when I played this card, I ragged it. Yes, I thought this card sucked because the effect wasn't great. But then when I played it, it was actually really helpful, because it, you know, it comes down, it's 2/1. It can come down early, replacing your EX base. I did wish it was at least a 6 health instead of, you know, 5, but it is what it is. We don't have a lot of white bases that can that do provide, besides Archangel. Archangel is only good if you have more blockers so you can restand them. So I think the Radish, surprisingly enough, really helped me out when it came against decks that couldn't clear 5 HP bases as quickly as, you know, or aggressive as aggro, right? So it does slow down aggro, because aggro needs to take at least 2 or 3 units to clear the base to hit shields, and then by that time you should already kind of be ready for the clapback and survive. And then obviously we're running 3 Argamas. Argama, best base. It does prevent breach. There was a game where I went up against the wing, well, spoiler, and he couldn't clear the Argama because of the fact that he swung in, hit the breach, and then Argama just stopped him. So yeah, really digging the deck. I mean, obviously there's got to be some changes. We'll post the deck right here. There you go. You can see it for everyone to see. But I think this deck has potential to be a really fun and competitive deck. Yes, you can add Armoros, you can add Kiras, which will make the deck a lot more consistent. But right now we are trying to at least win a couple of games with this build. And it also gives us a chance to play with other cards, you know, and that's something that I wanna see more of. I want us to be able to not always play the same damn deck over and over like some channels do. I do want to take the opportunity to show you guys that there's a way to build a deck outside of just what's meta and still come up on top. Will this win a regionals? Doubt it, but you can definitely win locals. So that's our goal. We want to win locals with this deck. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.